Bonjour, my children! And while the 10th anniversary has certainly been focusing on revisits to very scary stuff, let's not forget the horror comics made specifically for the younger audience. So for this follow-up, let's take a look at more of the Ghoul Scouts from last year.
And like us, my children, the Ghoul Scouts have not seen each other for a year. As a werewolf terrorizes the nearby Hemlock County Fair, the Ghoul Scouts reunite at Camp Lake Crystal,
where they must no doubt fight Voorhees Jason.
For the Labor Day weekend, they all learn of the recent werewolf sightings and decide to meet the first night to go hunting, probably also encouraged by the presence of Jeff, the bully from the zombie scouting trip last year, who is now hooked up with a girl who claims that the two of them defeated the zombies before. We even get a prose story at the end of the first issue that goes into how that all went down. But for now, the Ghoul Scouts gather to seek out their furry foe. Trey is armed with his trusty potato gun, Claudia with a bat, Peyton wants to use some martial arts training, and Chase has a tennis racket. He's still trying to figure out what his signature weapon is.
My signature weapon is my teeth when I bite into flesh. We've all got our special talents.
As they walk, Trey gives us some fun facts about werewolves, like how the history of them can be tied to unusual medical conditions rather than straight up lycanthropy. But of course the werewolf appears and makes it clear that this is not just a medical condition. They attack, Chase's tennis racket getting wrecked, and they manage to drive it off, but lose it before they can capture it. They realize that the wolf must be someone at the camp. The next day, Becky has compiled a list of information she was able to dig up on werewolves, and the group talk about some odd behavior from some of the campers that could be signs of werewolfism, putting together a list of suspects from it. They're soon joined by Miss Chang, the librarian from the first series who had been part of the original Ghoul Scouts, known as the Zomboy Scouts. When they ask her about any weird things happening at Lake Crystal Camp from her time then, she seems to go into a trance, not remembering various monsters that she evidently encountered. They're joined by another camper, Tasha, who learns about the Ghoul Scouts and offers to help with research, but is told to stay behind for the hunt when she isn't feeling well. Chase's next attempt at a signature weapon is a hockey stick. Once they find the werewolf and begin chasing it, the hockey stick proves to be a bit more of a hindrance than help. They surround the werewolf and contain it as the sun rises, revealing that it was actually Tasha who was the werewolf.
Why did her clothes change color too?
They don't want to hurt her, of course, so decide to help her out. Assemble a cage for her to stay in while she transforms to keep her from attacking anyone. At least until she can control her transformations more. She appreciates the help and they plan on taking shifts guarding the cage. But at night after she transforms, they hear another werewolf howling in the distance. Chase remains behind with his next weapon, a fencing sword, while the others locate the second werewolf. He fights them off and helps Tasha escape, the fencing sword being quite useless against it. However, they are soon approached by a group of other were-people. Their leader, Maggie, explains that they had been following Becky's information she had been sending out about the situation. The others returning to their human forms, from a kitsune, a rakshasi, and a were-jackal, to explain that they want to help. As a group, they've learned how to control their transformations and remain in control. Maggie herself can become a full wolf and still talk with people in that form. Together they go on the hunt, soon fighting off wolf servants of the werewolf. Eventually, they find Tasha and the other werewolf, who is trying to get her to kill a deer. Chase finally realizes that his signature weapon was the same as the first story, a frying pan, and with Tasha's help, they subdue the werewolf and he returns to his human form. The cook from issue 2, who didn't even get a line! The other shapeshifters take him away, saying that there are rules lycanthropes must behave, and they'll see he answers for his crimes. Tasha is offered a chance to join them, and she takes it, wanting to learn about her powers. And so the Ghoul Scouts must say goodbye again, though a chance encounter with a frisbee seems to trigger odd memories for Miss Chang, and nearby, a pair of aliens watches and notes that she's starting to remember.
Sadly, there has not been a third book to follow up on this story, but hopefully one can appear. For now, the 2 Ghoul Scouts books remain some great children's horror that you should pick up.